How's it going, guys? 504 Spartan here, and today we're gonna start reviewing the Imperial Guard Codex. Well, the Imperial Guard Army first. But first, that's what I brought here the Codex. Mostly gonna talk about it and what do I personally think, and what's been the changes from the previous Codex and what do I expect from the next Codex of Imperial Guard. Now, the Imperial Guard, when I started playing, was the old codex that looks like this. This was the 3rd edition, and later it will become the 4th edition Imperial Guard Codex. Now, honestly, I only had a bit of experience with it. The only things that I remember the most was that you were forced to bring out a big group of guardsmen, and you had less options in heavy support, and you had regimental doctrines. Now, regimental doctrines is similar to the chapter tactics that we currently have for the Space Marines in 6th edition, but apparently with this codex, and hopefully in the future I want to see regimental tactics doctrines again. With this codex, you don't have that anymore. That's gone. Why? I do not know. However, this is the current edition. This is what we're going to focus. If there's a new edition coming soon, which I hopefully it does this year, I will be remaking videos and talking about differences and similarities and differences between each of these codices. So let's talk about this. The Imperial Guard 5th edition, now 6th edition codex. I really like and dislike this book. Why? Because first of all, you have the guy who started your Tyranid stuff. Yeah, Robin Crudens. Same guy, same author as my Space Marines codex. But however, this is not a dead book. This is a pretty good book to start with, to like write about. So kudos for Crudens, haha, that's funny. So I'm really happy with this codex. When I got it first, I really enjoy the units, the amount of variety that you can have in terms of gameplay. However, the pictures, well, this is a little thing. This is just little things. The pictures, for example, they're kind of bland. There's no variety. I haven't seen anything that really catches my attention. All I see is like catechins, a little bit of the other ones. Like they barely even recognize these guys. There's a little bit of fluff in this book that talks about each one of these, like the Talarn, the Armageddon Steel Legion, the Valhallans, the Vostroyans, and this is the only page basically that they show off the models for these. That's it, and it's really sad. I wanted it to be similar to the old one, which which at least includes complete different Cadian regiments. Everything here is just in the other ones that are not even shown from here on. This is basically the Harakoni Helldivers, the Vendolans, the what's called the Corona Grenadiers. Yeah, they look like Cadians, but they're not. And this actually inspired me to make the 501st Legion. Decided to make my own regiment/legion and worked on that. And yeah, there's so many varieties of guardsmen in the old previous codex that you can see, like there's many pictures of better stuff, of different stuff. So I don't know why they didn't decide to like make different things, different like showing off different units. The only thing they showed is catechins and 8th Cadian. That's it. Which is that's the thing that bothers me about this codex. But overall, let's go. But this is part of the codex review. Overall, it's a really good codex. In 5th edition, when it came out, it was overpowered. Basically, and until the end of 5th edition, you had Mech Guard, you have Vendetta spams, you have a lot of stuff. Veterans that you could just spam. You had a lot of things that were really powerful in this codex. However, things got nerfed in 6th edition. For example, Leman Russes. Leman Russ have or had a special ability known as Lumbering Behemoth. That I'll talk about that later on. Yeah, they took it away in 6th edition in a Narada, and telling all Imperial Guard players to, yeah, they're not going to be able to use it. They'll be following the tank rules as normal. So, this Guardsman Codex, I would say, if 6th edition comes back, makes a new one, like if GW makes a new one for 6th edition, I want it to be this way with combination of this. If they make something between these two, they will have a beautiful codex, and probably a codex that will fight and stand against Eldar and Tau right now, because Tyranids had the potential to go up against Eldar and Tau, but they're not really doing so well. A lot of people that I hear they're doing in the community, they're doing really good. Like, they had no defeats, but they're going up against like Sisters of Battle players, or like weak, like 750 points of Eldar, which is nothing really compared to Tyranids that you could spam with 750 points. Yeah, those are not real victories, I would say, in terms of like stating that my Tyranids are like invincible. I would say if you're gonna play Tyranids, because I seen a guy in one of my locals. He ran Tyranids, the 6th edition, and I told him, it's not bad of a codex, right? And he was like laughing and telling me, yeah, the codex is terrible. I'm gonna try it for the first time. Okay, so I saw him going up against Space Marines. He got tabled in turn 3. By turn 3, all his units died. They lost Synapse. They ran away. It was pretty devastating. I was like seeing it on the side. I was playing against a Necron player, and I couldn't believe it. That he got rushed by Space Marines with drop pods, basically. So if Tyranids had drop pods again, this wouldn't be that much of a problem. But holy crap, I can't believe that happened. So I hope for the Imperial Guard not to lose their stuff, to have their Leman Russes back to being the powerful tanks they used to be. They're still powerful tanks, honestly. They're really good. It's just they were better. They were better last edition. I want to see them do even much better whenever a codex update comes for this. Now, starting as an Imperial Guard, if you want to start Imperial Guard, I'm going to tell you right now, being very honest, is expensive. Why do you ask? You're going to need a lot of models. Let's just go with that. You're going to, like, every single battle force for Imperial Guard is basically a troops choice. That's it. You're just filling a troops choice. There's different ways how to make it cheaper. And if you want the official GW way, is that you could run veterans instead of running your normal guardsmen. It's a good idea. It's based on the fluff that I have, and makes the game a little bit different and difficult. Not as difficult as, oh, I'm not doing what guardsmen do, which is spam hundreds of units. You have to play it in a different tactical way, and that's what I'm gonna show you guys whenever I talk about the Imperial Guard itself, the guardsmen, and the veterans. But overall, it's a fantastic codex to work with. Sure, the tanks are expensive, and out of the escalation rules, you have the most variety in terms of Lord of Wars. For example, my Lord of War is the very famous, most general, super heavy tank known as the Baneblade, and it's finally painted. I had the opportunity to paint it like a few days ago, and then now it is fully repainted. It used to be a Nurgle Baneblade, and I switched it to 501st Baneblade, 501st Legion Baneblade. So it is now done, and I did try this unit. It's so, that's gonna be for another time. The Baneblade, I'm gonna talk about itself later on, but you could run up to this. This is like the biggest tank you could probably have. Sure, there's other varieties, but they're the same size, basically. So in a normal game, now you could run big tanks. Well, one big tank. And, yeah, Imperial Guard now, you could have a bunch of stuff. You have so much stuff now that you could work with. And it's... Your biggest threats right now, it's Tau, because of Commander Longstrike. What's it called? Longstrike. Yeah, Longstrike. Yeah. The guy who gives BS5 to any one of your vehicles. Yeah, that guy. He's really powerful against Imperial Guard tanks because he has tank hunters. He's shooting a BS5, so his railgun will not miss, or has a least chance of missing. And that's the most difficult thing. Aside from that, it's pretty useful against anything else. I'm trying to find ways how to beat Tau with this. It's more difficult with Imperial Guard than Space Marines. And it used to be the other way around, because 5th edition Space Marines were terrible against Tau. So now I hope 6th edition Imperial Guard actually goes around with the same pattern that 6th edition Space Marines went. So now I could beat Tau easily, or with more skill, I guess, and more strategies. But yeah, stay tuned for the rest. I'll be going part by part. I'll be probably talking about the HQ units first, because those are the ones who are basically determining how good, how do you play in your game style of Imperial Guard. But yeah, for you new guys, don't be really shocked that it's gonna be expensive. I would say have this army and work with it throughout the years. Hell, it took me 7 years to get one of these guys. 7 years. I finally got one. Finally got one tank that I really wanted. So it's all with patience. Don't worry about it. You don't have to get the whole army now. If you do, try to get it from eBay. eBay's the best place right now to get your stuff. And don't buy that much on retail. If you guys have any questions about buying Imperial Guard or getting your Imperial Guard units, in Games Workshop legit way, PM me, message me, or comment below, and I'll be responding to you guys if you have any questions. Now, as questions for what to run and what not to run, that'll be in the next video. I'll be working with the 2 HQ units that I mostly like in this codex. So, please subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you guys on the next review.